so foreign, and people are, even people that have been training for a year or 2 years or know what they're doing, you start training with them, you're like, what are you doing? And you just remember, like, dude,
What have you been doing this whole year?
this is, yeah, it's just trying to get them in stages.
Do you want any particular?
Dude, I struggled so much on Monday with the back that I'd like to kind of revisit that.
Okay.
Tanner's thing, and he even got this from Sam, was like, in dominant positions, take your time. But
When you're losing it?
when you're losing, that's when it's time to move quick. And
So remind me, I got a suggestion in the chest with back connection when you start losing it, but then we'll come back to what you're doing. Show me what you're doing and then, or what you want to work on. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I've been feeling, the guys that have been going to Tanner's classes did to me last week. I'm like, oh, I gotta do that. I think you did it too. It's just, when you start losing, you might lose a hook, you drive your chest back into it so that they can't work
Yeah.
on the torpedo speed.
there are a couple other things I just saw that I kind of want to.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure you have
I
a
want to
course.
just test, and I'll work this with you if you want to. I'm starting to get. Sounds kind of selfish, but I'm starting to get to the idea of like, dude, when I learn new stuff, I don't want to teach everybody. I gotta test it on everybody first, and I want to like get it, you know.
I know what you mean.
So I've been looking at that Heisen guard, the H guard. Have you seen this?
Show me.
So if you're in my guard.
Okay.
And you know, I don't know if you were here the day I was doing all the different setups of like I was doing like a whole sequence of like grab this, you take it off, grab this, you take it off. Then when you go to take it off, I pin this and I go to triangle, and then you defend. So I go to maybe a choke. I choked somebody else like that the other day. And then this arm is right here. So we're here, and then this arm's here, and this arm's here, and I'm showing people like the reverse scissor, you know, where you're taking them that way. And then if that's not there, then you can go to the regular scissor, or you know. So I was just kind of like doing the sequence. But the H guard is an interesting, because when people set up like this, you almost always think like, oh, scissor, here it comes, and you're not really even paying attention to if they're here or if they're going to open you up. This is kind of like a short lasso, you know, from here. But this H guard is interesting. So it would be from here. So we're here again, and we've done this. You can bring this over. You can grab is this your bad one, huh?
Yeah.
So you come in here and you grab this, and you're kicking this knee, like almost like all the way through, like a big old De La Riva, and then you're bringing it up through the armpit like this. And then you got people stuck.
Yeah.
You got to be careful where their arm is. So you kind of want them to be like in that omoplata arm.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
And then you could sweep them like that. And you're coming up here, and you can kind of orientate. But it's so powerful when you get somebody stuck in that. So we're here, and you see this, and you're like, oh, and you come in here, and you're trying to smash me, and it's like bam, and you can even just push on the hip and push them over, or you can sweep them. So where else was I going from here? Oh, so the kind of like the setup was everybody in our gym puts their hand on their knee like Dante, right, and tries to smash that. So there's kind of two ways to enter. At first I thought, oh, the way to go from here is this side, because it's already sort of open, but you've got control of my knees, so I can't get it across. So then I was like, oh, maybe the way is to kind of do like the fake, like I'm going to pull this off, but instead I'm opening up here, and then I'm bringing myself through and opening you up, right? So it's kind of a response to that knee, yeah, so it's like, oh, you think I'm gonna get this off, and I open,
Yeah.
boom, and I come through, and then I'm opening here and holding here. And I can just push, or I can totally sweep you.
Okay.
So that's an interesting one that
Very good.
we can try and play with, but I'd like to, I showed it to a couple guys, and I was like, I'm not gonna show it anymore. I'm just gonna do it and see if it works. I almost got, when I was back in California, I almost got the guy who basically mauls me every time, and he's like, dude, I did not like that. You went for it twice, and the thing I didn't do was I didn't push myself all the way through, because you kind of think you're like exposing your back,
Yeah, I feel like
you know, but then when you open,
because you're blocking the hip and you're churning.
the lever is so good.
Yeah.
The lever is so good from here, right? That it's like, what I was doing is I was getting stuck here. And what I should have done was go here so that I had more leverage. See how I'm stepping on your hip? I have so much more leverage here. Boom. If I'm here, I'm not stepping on your hip. So this has got to kind of get into here. And then boom, so much leverage. So he was like, dude, I did not. And so like nobody knows it.
Yeah.
Nobody looks at it. And it's part of our sequence.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of all the scissor stuff. So I like that. The other thing I saw was, I don't know, I was thinking about this last night. I don't know if Mike will be able to do this. So you get me in a triangle. And this is like when your arm's already across and you're stuck. And this is what Henzo, so instead of it being here, you're gonna grab and base here, and then use this hand and pull down to the mat, and then push yourself forward.
Okay.
And then you're gonna, as that opens, then you're gonna come and smash that leg.
Okay, this is pinning. The knee is pinned and you can't figure forward.
So I saw that, which I liked, because I got stuck in a triangle with Lee, and I got stuck with this other kid, and I was trying something and I didn't do it. So it's base, pull down to the mat, and push forward, and then you can walk around.
When you say down to the mat, you're pulling your elbows in, right? Is that what it is?
So I'm framing here, and then I'm using this hand to like help pull my hand down, and then I'm throwing your hips to the mat, and now I'm pushing myself through.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's one other one that I saw
Still triangle?
that I don't like as much, but this one was, you're on this side already. Yep. So you're gonna grab this sleeve, and you're gonna sit back,
Ooh. I don't know if I like that.
and you're gonna push right here. And then, but I kind of like the Henzo one better.
Can you sit on that shin instead of bringing that foot out here?
To hide it.
Yeah. And then also you'll be based up to drive forward. So here, I get you here.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, totally.
I think
It's even better.
That might be
It
better.
just took your hips up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as your foot's safe. Once you do that, now you can technically get up and drive up on this knee. Drive that shoulder. I got nothing to base on.
Yeah, I like that a lot better.
Yeah, I felt like you were exposed. Not that I could get anything, but I didn't think you could sit up and
Yeah.
move.
So you want to do this?
Yeah.
Or you can do them all if you want. So here, boom, I'm playing this. You're protecting. You know, if you're gonna go with that one, then I would go here, just to see if you would use what hand you would use. But let's just say, for argument's sake, I did that. I'm here. This is already across, so you're like in the bad spot. So it's like, yeah, it's really like, nope, this one's touching first. And it's almost like framing here. Yeah, yeah. And then that one pulls, and then you bring knee to the mat. And then you use both of them to push yourself through. Go back to, yeah, but go back to leaving them framed on there when you push through. Because what Tanner teaches is holding this elbow,
Yeah.
so that you can't rotate like that.
I'll do this elbow and
Yeah, no, I'm good. Okay. So yeah, so that one's there, like here. Because that's not what's pulling me down. It's what's opening me up, this hand. Boom. And then both of those hands are gonna pull my leg back. Put that one under, pull my leg back as you pull yourself through. Boom. Yep. Exactly.
Here. I'm stuck.
And then you can just come around this side, run your hips over me, so you're like doing a, yeah! Oh, smash. Keep running your legs around.
Yep.
Is it better for the other side?
I'm just trying to feel it.
Yeah. So. Pull yourself through. Yeah. And just keep walking around. You don't even have to go that way. Just walk your hips.
Sorry.
Walk your hips over my head. You know.
Sorry. I feel like I'm gonna tweak your knee.
So.
Let me try that H.
Yeah. So yeah, so you're like normal scissor setup, right? So you go to your scissor, like you're gonna scissor me. Yep. And I start to kind of base. So you're gonna switch this hand to here, that hand to knee, that hand to knee. Yep. And then you're gonna push this all the way through. It doesn't matter actually. Yeah. You're gonna push this all the way through so that your foot is stepping on the hip. Yeah. See how you're short. So you gotta go. There it is. Yeah, now you're gonna open it up. And you're gonna throw me right into.
Just trying to feel the difference.
Yep. Yeah, you can see like you don't have the leverage. So now you do. Yep. And you're gonna kind of pull that. Nope. You're gonna ride that up like omoplata and widen yes. And you're almost like, it's almost like a spider guard feel.
Yeah.
Where you're trapping me here as you're holding my arm, and you're pushing your shin into my ribs, not your foot, because the leverage is here. So take your left foot off, almost, yeah, and open this knee to the mat, like, yeah, boom. That's the leverage. So you're setting up scissor, and I'm basing, and then you switch, and you just pull yourself right through, boom. Keep that totally tight and engaged. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep that like spider guard pressure. Yeah, so we're here. Ooh, oh, there it is. So good.
Okay.
It's so good because what am I doing to do it again?
You're driving.
What am I doing to base against the scissor? Right? So you're here and boom! And I'm putting all my weight here so you can't. And now I just gave it to you. So more, this knee, push this knee all the way through, yeah. If you can't step on the hip, I think it's more valuable to drive the knee through. So let me give you a feel. I think it's more valuable to, like if you don't feel like you can get this through all the way, I think it's more valuable to get to here and be here and really like holding here and holding here. I think that's the value of it. My foot's on your thigh here, but even if it wasn't, I almost don't need it to. Yeah. But I'm really flaring that, and then just to be a good training partner, you want to make sure that their arm isn't straight like this. Right. So if they're not going to bend it, then yeah, maybe I would kind of go to something else, or I would just make sure that they did. Because now you feel that pressure, yep. Right? And I'm sort of I'm anchoring my foot here as I'm opening, and I can even get stomp and be putting weight into that, or here. I can't roll forward. But what he does is here, is it's kind of here, and then it's like a sit up as I bring your foot. I lift here, and yeah. So like, if you wanted to sweep. But I don't even think you need to go through all that. Kind of depends, I guess, where they're at. How much weight they're putting down into the mat.
Well, I can't roll forward and I can't posture. So I feel like you could probably just go to...
Just like almost like a...
You could probably get up to the back. Or if I turn to face you, triangle. But I don't see why you would finish the sweep there.
So you're gonna go scissor. And it's like, and I'm basing here, and I'm trying to keep away, or I'm even I'm even like here, so you can't sweep me that way, which just means, yep. I want it there, but that's fine. Hold that, push that knee all the way through, like that, like kind of how we get into Del Hiva, where you thrust your hips forward and see if, no.
Oh, you know what you did? I'm not doing.
Yeah, exactly. There, see how deep that is?
Yeah.
There, now flare.
I need to get to this. Let me get back to this.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Because see, that brings your knee all the way through. Now when you flare, you're so powerful, you're so strong. But this foot's getting in the way. It's popping your, yeah. So put it on this hip. And then, so that you're here. Yes, that's so much better. And you gotta, see, if I can pop this over, then I'm out.
Right.
So you can't let me pop my, yeah. No, it's fine. As you're driving your knee up, like pushing through into me, you know, here. Yeah, that's gotta drive. See, you let me out.
I would just kind of.
Yeah, that's good.
That's what I'm seeing there from you.
Right. So,
I've noticed you do that a few times because I know another sweep from there, but I don't do it.
yeah.
I don't even know if I can show you, but if you can tuck your foot under like we were talking about yesterday, what I'm going to do is I put my knee on your hip and I just palm walk back. I let go of the grips.
So I'm in your guard?
Yeah, it's almost like from this here, it's similar, but as you're driving into the shin, I feel like I can't really control you. I don't have my feet long enough. I stomp on my foot, I try to connect my feet behind your hip, and I just drive you back.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt someone's knee.
Yeah.
But also because I have my legs a little shorter and thicker, I can't cross my ankles. But I think if you stomp on your ankles, you just drive this knee into my hip.
Yeah.
You start walking back.
Right.
So if you don't have whatever, if you don't have everything, you can go to that one. So it's still from here. The only difference is now it's so uncomfortable. You got to go belly down. you can palm walk back.
Yeah.
You can do that, or you can just keep walking the hips until I fall on collapse on this side.
Yeah.
Of the leg.
Let me talk about this other little thing I've been looking at. I did it to you yesterday. So you're in half guard, and you're kind of letting somebody pass through, and as they do, you grab this, pick this up. Have I shown you that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the idea is you're playing half guard, and you're sort of like, oh, and so, somebody wants a knee slice, and as soon as they do, you just grab this, and they can't keep going, and then you can just pick it up.
It's similar to that.
So yesterday, you and I, you were on your, I think you had my foot or something, but if we go,
Like a quarter guard?
no, you were up and I was kind of like, maybe I was here or something, and I was just like grabbing your foot and holding it here, and it kind of like, it stymied everything. I forget where we were. We might have even been in dogfight.
Okay.
But it's just like an interesting little tool that if you take out somebody, you take out their knee, it's like, and it's one of those things where you can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
You can't get your foot up.
I feel Tanner does that in different positions.
Yeah. So it's kind of just something worth looking at. Yeah, you want to just maybe let's just do a little back escape drilling.
Sure.
And then we're like light roll, and then maybe we can break it down where we think we're missing it. And then if you want to go close guard, we can go.
Oh no, I was just
and
doing
do
that.
some of that H guard and just kind of let it sink in a little bit.
I didn't plan on doing closed guard yesterday. I was really planning on doing arm bars and something else. I couldn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I looked at the group, I was like, my heart. I was like,
I was like, I don't want to roll that.
Now you're good. I was like, I see where this is going.
This Steve was just showing like how to rip grips, and he was just talking about going from instead of starting to rip at the thumb to rip at the pinky. And dude, I've been using that, and it's demoralizing for people, you know. So if you're here, and I just, you know, it's like it's so different than go ahead.
Yeah.
Then like that's everything you have versus this is like totally weak and it's like pops off. So anyways, something to look at. Been using that as like a saving grace too.
Yeah.
Just holding on to my lapel and
Yeah.
just ripping it. Go ahead.
Yep.
See how much relief that creates?
Yeah.
It's crazy, huh? Even here, like you're on this side. Go ahead, like set that choke in. Set this choke in from the top. Here. Go on this. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, like get it deep. Like you're gonna finish me. Alright? Go ahead.
I feel it.
You know?
I just have it really deep now. Boom, creating that tension so I don't have a grip.
Yeah.
It opens up my
My
grip.
hand's just like, "Arr." So, good little late defense, you know? Yeah. Nice. Smart.
wasting too much energy. I gotta get my jiu-jitsu conditioning up because I've been doing okay to be safe. But last night I was getting tanked. Like, I don't usually get tanked.
Yeah.
Like here, I knew I was putting way more effort than I wanted to, and I was fighting the jaw. You know what I mean? So.
And you didn't feel like you wanted to like, I mean, a couple things you could have done was you could have just pulled my head back with your hand, with your other hand.
I had the alarm. Yeah, I didn't think of that. When I was thinking of shifting my hips. I'm not negating what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I wasn't so worried about the choke as much as I was worried about my body to your back position.
Yeah. Or even, you know, I mean, if the alternative is gassing out or letting it go and maintaining control and keep hunting.
That's kind of where
it's
I
a better,
yeah. I was like, okay, is the choke there? Maybe better in no-gi, but I was like,
yeah.
I don't want to lose the position. I felt like when you bridged and I was able to get my hooks back in, I felt better, but the torso difference, I got to get high on you. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I take my back or?
You're gonna make it.
I'm already blacking out. I'm already blacking out. I rolled with this retired guy from my work. I never met him before. He's a four-stripe blue belt. I think he was going all gung-ho. He was going against another Asian. I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. He just kept me in judo. Scarf hold for like 20% of the time.
There you go.
I pulled it out. I was like, oh yeah, we just did this. Ready?
Yep. huh? It's like so weak on that side.
I'm trying doing it too.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Drive that knee up though. Your right knee's got to go up to the ceiling right now. Yeah, so different. Yeah, good little. Yep. Yeah. I saw that little Americana.
I was trying to do a little, like, getting your head down, like a.
No, it worked, and I didn't like it. So then I put my head up,
It just.
and I saw your elbow there,
Yeah.
and your hand was trapped, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. Like this side, I would probably force it, but on that side, I'm like, ah. I got in at 1, so I took a 4 quadruple espresso this morning.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, cleans out the system, but whew. I'll leave here right around 8:30ish. Let me get a haircut.
Yeah.
Took today off. Boys, last day of elementary school.
Oh, yeah?
I was joking with a coworker. He's like, yeah, I have a good day off tomorrow. Like, yeah, I'm taking my son out drinking tomorrow. Graduate. 12-year-old drunk in Seattle.
Very cool. Sure. That was a good little rodeo. Seriously. Good boulder head. I was like, oh man, I'm going to try to hold on to this, but I can't really advance. I thought for sure that pressure would be
It sucked.
uncomfortable.
It sucked. No, it sucked. If it was in the right spot, I would have blacked out, but it just wasn't. It wasn't like, I think if you just tweaked my head, like palm pushed on my temple and maybe got my lapel under. I don't know, it's hard to tell because you don't know where my jaw starts.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I didn't like it. I was like, should I tap? Because I got nowhere to go. Like, no, I'll just keep going. He's not going for it, he's just controlling the position. That's what I felt. Like, either you didn't have it or you were just controlling it to see where it's going to go.
I don't want to force it. I want
Yeah,
to
that's
like,
what I mean. Like,
is that good? No. I was trying to find a different grip. There's not a move for that.
you were in
You're
dominant
just
position.
looking at it.
Well, you were base, and all your weight was on me.
Yeah.
And my hips were sprawled, my knees were sprawled. I couldn't build a base up. One thing that I got in the last few weeks that I've actually rolled me down is fundamentals are there, the techniques are there. You just gotta put it into your sequence, what works for you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm too comfortable just playing off the back or being underneath the guy. Like he told me since I started brown belts, I want you to fight top punch and top. So he's like, the way I took it is like, you know enough to be where you're at, but you need to incorporate it appropriately.
Yeah.
Time. You know what I mean? That's I think that's brown belt, like purple belt. You're kind of like, develop your game, know what tools to take out of your toolbox. Because I'm trying to come down and wrestle up and get my knees under me and try to fight against you, but I'm not.
For me, a lot of what I've been through over the last 2 years has been refining what I know to do to work. Like now, when you posture against me in a triangle, I'm running back.
Shoulder crawl, shoulder walk.
Yeah. And you know, when I was sort of flirting with the arm and trying to peel stuff off, I knew that my secondary option was going to be triangle. So I wasn't really like trying to get the arm. I was just going to let it like the sand sifting through the rocks. I'm just going to let it settle. And I made sure that when we did roll to the side, that I had your arm across. You know?
Yeah.
So like, so again, we both know what to do. It's a matter of anticipating it soon enough and now like adding that 5%. Dude, I would get people in triangles all the time and never finish them. And I can't tell you how much money I have spent just on somebody teaching me how to finish a triangle. And now my finish rate's a lot better, you know? Because and it's not that they gave me some secrets, it's just for whatever reason it took that long for it to sink in. So I really don't think, I think it's like even like what's the choke from side control I always do? The solid choke. I can't think of it. Paper cut.
Paper cut, yeah.
So like, there's even just a way to refine that. We were doing Kanto show, and I was just like, I'm throwing this, but I'm not getting, well, I wasn't, you were the ones like, dude, you gotta drag your foot, or whatever I was doing, I gotta bring my foot back in. So it's like, we know all the moves, we just have to get really good at them, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's just being hard to understand myself, that we all are like, oh, I should have better. I'm like, no, I'm pretty good, I'm good, I'm right where I need to be.
Yeah.
You know, I'm good, like, I can't be hard on myself, I'm like, okay, I'm coming back from recovery, and I'm doing less, I'll be ready this summer to start training again, and I've been training consistent, you know that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know that about us both, we're both like,
Yeah.
whenever we get it,
I don't know anybody that trains more than we do. Honestly, I don't.
Tag maybe.
Yeah, I mean, but he doesn't come on, oh, maybe he comes
No,
at nights.
he comes at 4 o'clock, 4:30 with Tanner,
Uh-huh.
that he's doing.
4 days a week or something.
Yeah, and that's great, he's getting more at once, and Tanner getting better.
Oh, I know.
wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
They're helping each other.
Yeah, I keep wanting to come to that, but it's just such a bad hour.
It's a horrible time for me. I'm gonna rush to get a haircut, I don't know, I was thinking yesterday, I should just cut off myself. But I got that graduation today. Thanks, buddy. Are you gonna be here tomorrow? I'm gonna try to make it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to come. I don't know about the early, but that's where you get the better rolls, so.
Yeah, it is. Just do the blackout thing and show up at, you know.
Well, sometimes, yeah, I mean, I guess I could show up at 6:30, but